just a brand new flow. Stories are brewing with Joe. Pull up a seat, let your truth unfold. Real talk, real hearts, real souls. It's coffee and conversations with Joe, where your voice has room to grow. No judgment, just love that flows. Coffee and conversation.
Conversation with Joe. That's what we are. How y'all doing this morning? Y'all got y'all a cup of Joe? Got mine. How y'all been doing? Y'all been seeing your boy out there doing his 318? We have sold, I think, 13 bags of coffee so far. So we're down about 304, something like that, 302. Thank you guys so much, man. Go to buyloveyoufirst.com and make sure my goal is in 30 days to sell 318 bags of coffee. You guys are doing your thing. Thank you guys so much. That's buyloveyoufirst.com. Got a great show lined up for you guys today, man. This is Women's Month. So I'm bringing amazing women on to the show this month, talking about some amazing things. I got a book author, and she says she's got a plethora of other things that she does. What does that really mean? You guys hold tight. We're going to talk about that in a little while. But before we do that, I got to talk to my big sister, Lisa. Do we need to go? Yeah, I guess I got to talk to her. Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Wait a minute, now why I got to be big sister? Why I just can't be sister?
Want to be little sister?
I just want to be sister.
You want to be sister?
Yes.
Something wrong saying big? Because you're my older sister? Little sister?
Good morning, Joe. How are you today?
Damn, how did I get in trouble already? I guess I'm doing fine. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Hey, sis.
Hi.
What's going on? I heard you. Let me get on something better because I think I already got in trouble here on this show this morning. Heard you at TEDx this past weekend.
You heard correctly. TEDx Ensley Avenue ED. Can I get a round of applause?
What does that mean?
16 world shifters represented TEDx in Ensley at PD Jackson Olin High School on March the 7th.
Okay. So you actually did a TED, because I know you is the founder of TEDx Alabaster. But
No.
Did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am the founder. Okay. I thought you.
Am I in trouble again?
No. You good.
Okay, so you are actually the founder of TEDx Alabaster.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now you went to TEDx Ensley and you became a speaker. How was that? Because being in control and being told what to do is completely different. So how was that?
It was an absolutely challenging experience. TEDx has licensed organizers all over the world. This is a global platform. Okay. So last year I curated my first TEDx Alabaster event.
Right.
So that was challenging because you're learning something new as well as facilitating an event.
Right.
As well as you're responsible for helping these speakers, which the goal is to reach the TEDx YouTube channel.
Gotcha. That makes
sense.
As
a speaker, this was a new level of challenge for me because I had to be heads down to prepare to deliver the talk, which felt like pressure.
Okay. But sound like you did well from what I hear.
I did hear that. I heard that the attendees really enjoyed my talk.
Okay. Let me ask you a question though, because I know you get ready to do TEDx Alabaster soon. So are you looking for speakers now?
I currently am looking for speakers. Okay. Anyone can go to TEDxalabaster.com and submit an application to become a speaker for my event that will be August the 1st at Shelby County Arts Council.
Okay. Well, Lisa, I thank you, sis.
You are more than welcome, Joe.
All right, guys, come on back into the show. That's my girl, Lisa, right? We got a new segment coming. You guys stay locked in for that. This interview is going to be very, very interesting because I've met this young lady, but I've never seen her really talk with her. I've heard about it. I've actually worked with her 2 years ago at a Valentine's Day event. Ladies, you are phenomenal. You do some marvelous things in this world. Men, we cannot live without you. And this month is really all about you. Everything that you do, everything that you mean to us. I don't think we tell you enough how much we love and care about you. Right. So this show today and the rest of this month will be dedicated to Women's Month. I have a phenomenal young lady here sitting here, beautiful, smelling good, drinking coffee with me, right? We're gonna hear about her story. She's gonna pulled up to the table, having a cup of coffee with me. And I don't want to mess up her name, so I'm just gonna call her, hey Kay.
Hey Joe.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Because I know you said Keara. Okay, did I get it right? Keara, okay, oh, okay. All right. Okay. How you doing this morning? I am doing great. The last time I saw you, we were at the Valentine's Day event 2 years ago, and you did the event planning there, which was phenomenal and beautiful. So, are you still doing that business? Uh-huh.
I mentor other event planners,
Right.
do business mentorships.
Uh-huh.
I'm a new author. Yay! It's a plethora of things that I do. I serve the community. I serve my other counterparts by event deliveries and event helpers. I do so much. So yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing I want to talk to you about. Let's get into this a little bit.
Okay.
Did you try my coffee?
I did. It was delicious.
How is it? You like it?
I love it. It's different taste, especially with the turmeric in it. So
yes.
I love it.
2 shots of espresso, honey, and turmeric.
Okay.
You like that cup of Joe?
I do like the cup of Joe.
So let me ask you this here. I always, when we get started in these conversations, I love to kind of like break things down. So were you born here in Birmingham?
I was born right here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
On the west side.
Okay. Okay. So you was born on West Side 35211?
Yes.
Okay. You had to think about it.
Think about it. It's been a minute.
Had to think about it. So what high school did you graduate from?
Parker, the A.H. Parker High School. Don't get it twisted. There's no other.
At H. Parker?
Yeah.
Okay. You went to the old Parker. The old Parker.
Yeah, I went to the old Parker.
The old Parker High School. Okay. No, because I remember the old Parker High School.
Right.
Yeah.
Came out in 92.
92?
92.
So I'm older than you?
You are? Yeah, because I'll be 52 this year.
I'm 55.
Yeah,
I'll be 56 this year. Okay.
Look at this. Black don't crack.
Okay. Now, black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is.
Right.
So when you grew up, did you grow up in a two-parent household?
No, I did not. I grew up in a single-parent household over
Mom. Okay.
I actually grew up in Ellison Village. That was my my home.
Man, you know that's where I got beat up at.
Yeah. Plenty of people got beat up over there.
That's the bitch got me in trouble.
Yeah.
I got this scar right beside of my head.
Oh, I do.
That's why I got hit in the head at. I had like eight 12 stitches, I think.
Oh,
I got busted in the head with a tree limb over there.
I don't even ask what you were doing, but
it was something. It was a robbery that happened, and you know how you got you during the daytime at school, right? And we're gonna get you after school.
Oh yeah.
And you dare me to come over there.
And you went.
Yeah.
See?
Got my brain out. Man, that dude hit me with a T-Bird.
Mama.
Busted my skull wide open.
Lord.
Yeah. I know all about this in the village. It was all over, girl.
Oh.
It was all over,
I
doggone
can see
girl.
that.
All over, girl.
I can see that.
You know who you are too. But so you said you grew up in a one-parent house. Did you know your father then?
No, I did not know my father. Okay. I did not know my father at all.
Have you ever met your father?
I have met him.
Okay.
We conversated. We know of each other, but to have a relationship with him, no.
How was that for you?
I mean, you don't know. You don't mix what you don't know. So.
Okay, come on now.
I'm honest. You don't miss what you don't know. So I never had a relationship with him. However, we were cordial when we saw each other. Okay. That's pretty much all I could give. That's all he could give because we didn't have a relationship.
So when it comes to men at that point in time, were there a significant man that kind of mentored you, kind of looked up to besides your father?
No.
So that wasn't.
I did not have a father figure at all.
So that wasn't a missing void in your life at all? Come on, Kay.
I mean, how do you know you don't have it? You don't know what you. How am I missing something if I don't know what I'm missing? So if I grew up with a dad, it'd be something different.
So it wasn't you. Is this a protection mechanism you're saying to me?
It could very well be. However, okay. I'm just saying, what am I missing?
Something, but what empty is space. But I'm saying the empty space. It didn't ever like. Why come my dad is not here? Where's my dad? Why he don't want to talk to me? That never crossed your mind. Anything?
I'll say this. My life shifted early, so I became a teen mom. So me focusing on other things, I didn't have time to focus on it. So whatever was gone was gone. I had to raise my kids, and so I became a teen mom at 14.
Wait a minute.
14, and so at 14, if you weren't there, you weren't there. I didn't even know you existed unless you called or unless you sent me a letter in the mail or something like that. So that was our dynamic. So we never, and my dad also lived in Ohio. Well, he lived in Ohio. He passed the same year my husband passed. They passed a couple of months apart.
So let me actually, if you don't mind me asking, you can always tell me to shut up.
Hey.
Do you think your father not being there may have been a cause of you getting pregnant so early?
I wouldn't. What I did was on me. I don't ever want to put responsibility or something.
14, come on, Kate. 14 is
that's
young. Not on you.
However, you do know right from wrong.
But that's not on you.
You know right from wrong.
That's not on you. Really?
That's me. I would say, because I didn't have a dad, this is why I got pregnant at 14. No. We knew about sex. We 14 years old. We know about all of this. If
y'all in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this. Because I'm like at 14, you know, but you really don't understand the full consequences at 14.
So even if I had a dad, me laying down with somebody having a dad was not going to stop me if I wanted to do it. But so I can't put that responsibility.
But having a dad would have probably scared him away to know that he
probably could have. Yeah, probably could have.
I got 2 daughters, and
so I did the thing outside of skipping school, like the whole. That's how I ended up in the situation. So I've been at school, now I'm at home.
I skipped school. On top of it. I got lucky.
Did you have that?
Huh?
Did you have that? See, that's what I'm talking
about. See, I knew not to bring no baby home.
Well, but it's easy for y'all. For us, it's got to carry it.
But hold on. I did. I'm trying to do what I did. But I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't want the 9 months.
Yeah, he knew that too. That's why he did.
So I strapped up. So how was that though? When you realized, honestly, at that time, you were pregnant at 14? Were you afraid? Did you tell your mom right away?
I did not tell her right away. She actually had to know the truth to find out. And I think she didn't even really notice it. My mom was a single mom, so she worked a couple of jobs to support us.
Right.
So at the time, it was just me and my older sister. And my baby sister may have been in the picture. I'm not really sure. And I can remember the day just vivid. I was walking up and down the street with one of my friends, and her mom, you know, back in the day, we used to sit in the windows. And her mom was like, "Your belly big. I'm gonna tell your mama." And I was like, "I don't care." And by the time I got back down the street, my mom was like, "You going to the hospital? We're gonna find out you're pregnant, if you're pregnant or not." And yeah, it just went from there. So I didn't actually tell her. My friend's mom did.
Did you know you was pregnant?
Yeah, I knew I was pregnant. What's crazy is my oldest sister and I, we were both pregnant at the same time. So I was 14 and she was 16, and we would stand in the mirror like, "Oh, you got the black line down your belly. Oh, you got one too." Like we would talk about our bellies, like
the things you find out in the conversation.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how was that experience?
It has taught me a lot. It has grown. It has really shaped who I am as a person. So going through that, I can't say it was a long time. Because I had so much help. Right. Even though it wasn't favorable for my mom, she was amazing in helping me get through what I needed to. My family was. I lost a lot of friends. Of course, I called names. I was this person, that person. You know, kind of what those, you know, sometimes as far as when you move on. So this is what Eliminating Whispers is about, me healing the process of all of this stuff that I've gone through in life. Right.
Your mic keep going out, so you may want to go ahead and get a live mic here and bring it to her. I think the poly batteries are dead in the receiver. Okay. So I think your mic keep going.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But they're gonna bring another mic out to you. No, it's not you. The receiver keep going out here for whatever reason. So we're gonna get you another mic here. But anyway, let's go back to the conversation. These things happen. We live streaming, so it's all good. So as when you were, did you stay in school? I guess I want to.
Wait.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. You just leave it on. You just leave it on. That's fine.
Hey,
there you go.
look at
All
me.
right. So we can move around. But so you graduated. Your kid was, I guess, they was born, of course. So you got 14. So you was a freshman.
I was. Back then, the pregnant girls went to Hayes, and so that's where I was.
Okay.
Up until I had her, then I went back to Parker and graduated.
Okay. Okay. And so after high school, let me ask you this, because I asked women this on my show that have were teenage mom. Did you feel like your life was over at that time?
I did not feel like it was over.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you this: I didn't have any feelings. I didn't have any thoughts. I was just going with the flow every day. Every day, I just did what I needed to do to make sure I survived. Even though I had a lot of help, it was still to the point where everything was on me. So I had to make sure I did what I needed to do.
You keep saying on you. You was 14.
I went to work at 15. I've been working ever since I was 15. Yeah, it was on me. My mom, like I said, my mom was a single parent.
Right.
She had other kids.
Right.
And so it's a lot of her, her trying to take care of me. Like I said, my oldest sister was pregnant too. My mom was a single mom. Now she has 2 grandkids.
Right.
It was a lot. We were staying in the projects. So it was on me. So I had to do what I needed to do to take care of my daughter. And that's what I did.
Wow. Yeah. So what were your dreams and aspirations?
I always wanted to be a computer scientist.
Okay. So
and I wanted to go to Morris Brown. I had my prom dress picked out. I had the whole 9. No, I didn't do any of it.
Didn't do any of it. Were you able to go to college after high school?
I did. I took a couple of classes at Herzing, right up the street. It was right here. So I took a couple of classes at Herzing, and then towards I think a couple of years ago, towards my son being born, I think I went back. I did go back. I went to Jeff State then and took a couple of classes. So I did. I
heard you say son. Okay, so your son came when?
My son will be 16, so he came in 2005, 10, 11, 10, 2010.
How old were you then?
I was 36.
You was 36 and you had your second child. Okay,
36,
so you well seasoned.
I was.
Okay. You was ready.
I was ready, but I was still not healed as I am now.
Explain that.
So my son still came out of a broken place, me still looking for love, being who I was. If I tell everybody now, if I had a choice, if I believed in abortions or anything, he would have not been here. That's just me. However, I don't believe in it. He's here, but I was still in a broken place. My son, that relationship was never supposed to be. So, but I have my son out of it, and so you learn to move on. But I'm not in that phase anymore.
You're the first person I've ever heard say something like that out loud.
I'm an open book. I tell people that all the time. Whatever you want to know, I'm gonna be honest and straightforward with you. This is why I'm here.
So when you had that conversation, your son have heard you say that. How does he feel about that?
He doesn't feel no type of way. He knows who I am. My son has the best version of me.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
So what was with the relationship with his father that was not the right thing for you?
So like most of my relationships, it started off with sex, and it just kind of spiraled into marriage.
At 36, started off with sex.
We met before 36. It's just when he was born. But yes, our relationship started. I think I was like 32, and he may have been 29 or something like that. So he was a little bit younger than me. But yeah.
Can I ask you this question? I'm curious.
Ask me.
When you start having intimacy at an early age, does it make you more sexual as a young lady as you grow older, and you kind of depend on that more than anything else, or something? You get what I'm coming at?
I do. So for me, it did. In my head, that was what I needed to do for the man in order for him to make sure, or in order for me to feel like he loved me or he wanted to be with me. It was easy for me to be intimate right off the bat. It didn't matter if we had just met. It was easy for me to do that because I started having sex so young.
Right.
So sex was nothing to me.
Right.
And so I'm, like I said,
so it was nothing to you.
It was nothing. It was just sex. I started having sex so young. It was
right. So you felt for the guy to like you, you need to go ahead and give it up.
I needed to be intimate. So it wasn't, no, we gotta wait, we gotta do that. You want it, we finna go do it. It's how I was.
I guess my question is a little bit more deeper. Was it because of what you thought you had to do for him, or was it wanting you because you had been turned on in that manner at an early age? I guess that's what I'm really asking.
Say it again.
So basically, there's two ways you can look at it. That you thought you were doing it for him, to please him, or was it because you wanted it because you was turned on at such an early age? You were horny.
Both.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
That's a both question answer. Yeah,
Okay.
both. Both.
Okay.
I wanted it, and of course, like I said,
Right.
I felt like that was what I needed to do in order to keep this man or win this man over. So yeah, but in the same token, it wasn't like I didn't want it either. So
when you turn 36 from the age of 14, that's a big gap.
That's a big gap, and I still made mistakes all the way through.
Can I ask you why?
I didn't learn my lesson.
What were you missing, and why were you missing?
So that's a loaded question. I would say missing myself. Like I didn't love myself, so I didn't know what my worth was. So it was easy for me to just give everybody what they wanted. If you wanted something from me, you got it. It didn't matter who it was.
Right.
That's what you got. And so I was brought up to just, I'm not gonna say I was brought up. I trained myself to feel like I needed to be everything for everybody, and I forgot myself. So that's what it was. I made a lot of mistakes trying to please everybody else coming up. So yeah.
So your son was born right at the age of 36, and the father was.
He was there. No, he was present.
He was present.
He was my husband, the one that just passed. Yeah.
Okay, so he was a good guy.
Yes.
Okay. So how many kids do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, so you have 4. 36.
Right.
Y'all ready for this?
Right.
Coffee and conversation. Let me grab my cup of coffee.
Go get your coffee, Joe. Get your coffee.
I'm finna get this coffee.
Come on.
I'm finna get this coffee. When did the third one come?
Oh man. 625. Oh, in 2001.
Okay.
2001. So my first 2 daughters are about 3 years apart, and then after that is a 10-year difference between the other 2. So the second and the third are 10 years apart, and the third and the fourth are 10 years apart. 10, 11, something like that. Yeah.
Same guy?
No. The second and the third have the same dad. The first and the fourth have a different dad.
So you said you was married to the second.
I was married to the second and third.
Okay, you divorced him, or he passed away.
The second husband, we were divorced, but he did pass away.
Okay, but you divorced him, and then you got with the third and fourth. Okay. So at what age? So you was about what age when you had your third child?
I know you said 2001, 6, 25, 01, 20 something.
20?
20, no, 30 something. No, I went 30. I was like 20.
Huh?
What was I?
I don't know, because these
I was
ages
36 with Aunt. And then so malaria came in 2001.
You had to be in your 40s.
Yeah.
You couldn't be in your 20s.
In my 40s.
Okay.
That's what it is.
You had to be in your 40s. I'm like,
I wasn't I wasn't in my.
You couldn't be 36 and have your second child and be 20 when you had your fourth.
I was
third
36 when I had my son is 16. I'm only 52, so I was 36 when I had him. He's 16. The second one was born in 2001, so I was 29.
How you jumping backwards? Your second child you said your second child born at the age of 36.
Yes. I don't know how old I was. 36.
You said you was 26 when you had your second child?
I was who? He said.
So your second child had to be born earlier.
2001. Malaria was born in 2000. Right. You said second or third?
The third.
You said the third.
Yeah. So your second child, you said your second child was born when you was 36.
Because Aunt was born in 30. Aunt was born, I was 36, right? 36, 37? Yeah.
So your second child was born, so you can't be 20 when your third child was born.
If they're 10 years apart, if I was 30, I was 26 then. Okay, they're 10 years apart.
Y'all see what I'm saying? Am I missing something here? You going backwards.
What I'm missing?
Because you're saying your second child was born when you was 36.
No, my second child was not born out. I thought you said the third. I'm missing which child.
No. Okay, when we first started, right?
I'm missing which child
when we first started, you said your second child was born at 36. Okay. So your second child was born at 26.
The third child was born at 26.
Okay.
The fourth child is 36.
Okay.
The second child was born. I was 18, something like that.
Okay, because
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, I have to rewind back. I thought you said when your second child was born, you were 36 years old.
Because you confusing me. I'm like,
because I kept saying,
the days mixed up.
because I kept saying like that's a big gap between 14 and 36.
Yeah.
When I was saying that.
Mm-hmm. So I walked across the stage pregnant with my second child.
Okay.
High school.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we got it straight.
Okay, because I'm like, what child we talking about?
My math was all crazy there. Y'all got that out there? Conversation. So, you married your third and
my second and third. That was the first husband.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have the same dad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last two kids were with
the last child is with my late husband.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how was those relationships? Were you better?
No, neither one of them was supposed to happen. So,
huh?
I told you. Listen.
Wait a minute.
Neither one of them was supposed to happen.
Now I'm gonna say everything. It sounds like none of this stuff was supposed to happen in your whole life.
It wasn't.
With any of it.
But I know that now. I didn't know that then because I was broken. So I was just from relationship to relationship. But no, I was not supposed to be in either one of those relationships.
Wow.
Neither one of them. They both started off with sex. And after the sex is gone, you got to deal with this person. You got to deal with what's going on. And so that's what I did. Like I said, I was everything to everybody, whatever they wanted me to be. I stayed in broken relationships that weren't supposed to be, just trying to make things work. And then not to mention, I had kids. And so in a woman's mindset, a lot of times we stay there because of the kids. I wasn't supposed to be in neither one of those relationships. Neither one of them.
Okay, I'm going to ask a really tough question.
Come on.
Right. Why did you keep repeating the same mistake over and over? And you were grown, like you said, you knew better.
I knew better.
You told me at 14 you knew better. That's what you said.
That's right.
Right?
Absolutely.
But you repeated the pattern. I'm not going to say mistake because here's never a mistake. You repeated the same pattern 4 times.
4 times. Absolutely.
So you did not know better.
I did know better. I had low self-esteem. I was broken. I knew better. Just because you know better don't necessarily mean you're going to do better. You got to come up out of a place to where you're healed enough to do better. If you're not healed enough, even though you know better, you're going to continue. It's just like a battered woman. Okay. They know that this is wrong. They know this love is not being, beat on or whatever. They know this. But until they come out of that place where they say, I don't want to do this anymore, they're going to continue to do it. And that's what I did. What broke you? You know what? This last relationship that I was in with my late husband, we were growing apart. There was a lot of things that happened. We were growing apart. The relationship was downhill, so to speak. And I wanted something different. So before he passed, we had broke up. I'm going to say that we had separated. Gotcha. And then we called ourselves working on our relationship. So we ended up coming back to the house. We ended up getting back together. And then a few months of us being together, he ended up passing. And so at that moment, God gave me the revelation to be free. He told me to be free. That was the first time in my life where I was able to just focus on me. My kids were gone. I didn't have a husband to take care of. It was just me. Mm-hmm. And so I was able to see myself. And so I started the healing process. And this is where I am now. But before then, I was still in a relationship. Like I said, I shouldn't have been there. Mm-hmm. And I knew better. So I was still broken, still in that relationship. And we were together 16 years. And through that whole time, it was always chaos, always drama, always something in that relationship. Different women in and out, like the whole thing. And you stayed because? I had my son. My self-esteem was low. I had gained all this weight, like the whole 9. That's where I was. I did not love myself. And people wonder why I created this coffee. Love you first. You definitely got to do that. Right? Definitely. Strong, bold, and beautiful. Mm-hmm. Because of stories like this, right? This is what we talk about at the coffee table here. So many women find themselves in this type of position. And thank you so much for being open about this stuff today. Welcome. Because I'm still puzzled because I'm looking at you and you look of sound mind and body. Right. Right. And you look like you know better. Mm-hmm. But you tell me your story and you did these things and you kept doing it over and over again. People watching this will say, no, why? Right? Mm-hmm. But I think you're saying something that maybe some people are missing. You did not love yourself. Mm-hmm. It was insecurity. Right. Right. Was it the fear that if you left, you didn't know what you were going to do?
Or was it the fear that you felt that you needed him to survive?
Both. So I am always I'm in a different chapter in my life now. So like it's always the fear of the unknown. And so that's what gets me. But two, we weren't the richest people. So I did feel like I needed, him. So yeah, financial strains, like the whole nine.
If you could have done anything better besides choosing the man, let's put that to the side. What could you have done better in those situations?
I've never thought about that. So to be honest with you, I know during the latter part of our relationship, I started to work on me. So I feel like had I known myself better, our relationship would have been different. Like in our relationship, we used to literally tell each other, if I had known you first, I wouldn't have even wanted to be your friend. So yeah, that's the type of relationship that we had. We knew this wasn't where we're supposed to be.
You say you're an open book.
Yeah.
Back then, what attracted you to, because these kids' father, so I'm going to be very kind. What attracted to you to those type of guys?
Physical. Everything was physical. So
he looked good.
He looked good.
And he gave you time of day.
Gave me time of day.
And you was insecure about yourself.
Insecure.
So if this good looking guy gave me the time of day, I need to give him something.
That's basically what it was. Any type of attention. If they fit the bill, like we always say, oh, bald headed man with the 6 foot chocolate with the beard.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you talk to your kids about this, I'm quite sure you've had these conversations with them. What do they say to you? What's that conversation like?
They do not. They tell me, Mom, do not give me no kind of man advice, no marriage advice. No. They tell me that all the time. And hey, I'm healed enough to understand. I got you. That's why I'm waiting on God. We good.
Right.
You don't have to literally drop my husband from heaven.
Right.
I don't make good decisions. So
Right.
Yeah.
So with all that going on in your life, you start to pick up different talents and skills, right? Because so you are a facet of different you're entrepreneurial on different things, right? Was this because of out of necessity, or just some things you just started to fall into? Because you're an event planner, you do taxes, you wrote a book, all these different things. So how did these things sort of come about for you?
Just keeping myself busy. Becoming an event planner was nothing that was on my plate to do. It was literally me being thrusted into the industry. It was something that I enjoyed doing, and here I am. I just made a business out of it. I'm really good at it. I'm really good at logistics and putting things together and serving people. So all of this is my life now, which is serving people. So I serve people with my personal life, and I serve people with my business.
So with this being Women's Month, okay, I need you to do this for me.
Okay.
For women that's watching this show,
okay,
we want to make clips out of these different things. Women going through what you went through. Because there's some women right now sitting in those positions, making those decisions because of insecurity, feeling that they can't leave just because they need this man. Some people may be in domestic violence type situations. You've gone through that now, and you say you're healed. What would you say to those women? Please don't give me the cliche answer. Pray, think. No. Tell me, what do women really need? This conversation. Talk to me. You've been through it. You're an open book. A woman going through that right now and feel empty, feel freaking lost. What she needs to do right now?
So I'm going to have to give you the cliche because I can't give you something that didn't help me.
Okay.
So when I was lost, I started journaling.
Okay.
And so I started praying more. I got into the church. I got into my Bible. My focus was off the distractions. So I had to turn my focus towards the Lord. And so once my focus was uphill, I could turn off everything else. So I didn't let a lot of things bother me at this point because I knew I wanted to focus on myself. So even though my husband was around, I started journaling. I started praying. I started writing down everything that I needed to write down.
What did you write down?
I wrote down anything that I needed, wherever I was in that moment, prayers.
Okay. So give me an example of something you wrote.
One of my prayers was just, thank you, Jesus. One of my prayers was, help me, Lord. Like, it's just simple prayers to say, hey, I need you. Do you hear me, Lord? So those were some of my prayers. That's what's eliminate whispers. When you're healing, your emotions are all over the place. So there's no right or wrong to your healing. One day you're up and the next day you're down. You're just going through it. But when you get to that place of solitude, it's better. It's peaceful. It's humbling. And you understand that the Lord is working on your behalf. Your spirit of discernment rises. You started to, understand that this is why this happened. This is why this was this way. You understand people a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that sometimes people only can do for you
Mm-hmm.
or receive things from you out of the capacity that they have, not about what you give them, but how they can receive it.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is how I started to heal my mind. I started working on my body. I've lost 50 pounds, like the whole 9. So this is where I am today. So I challenge any woman that is going through anything to focus on the Lord.
Mm.
That's the only thing I can tell you. I can't tell you I did it on my own because I didn't.
Right.
I turned my focus to Christ.
Did you love yourself before you found God?
No, I did not love myself. That's why all of my choices have been that way. So before I do anything now, I pray about it.
What does it feel like not loving yourself? You know what I mean? Because when you look in the mirror, don't get mad at me.
No, you good.
Are you disgusted with yourself?
No, absolutely not.
Are you angry with yourself? I'm saying back then, before you found God, because you said if you're not loving yourself, because I don't know what that looks like. So what does that look like, not loving yourself? Or what does that feel like, not loving yourself?
So for me, not loving myself was making the bad decisions, making, wrong choices, doing things out of alignment with God. So that's what not loving myself meant to me.
Gotcha.
And so once I got into alignment, everything started flowing.
Okay.
I don't want or have to ask for anything. Everything flows.
Okay.
And so, but before I was there, I didn't love myself. I didn't care what I did. The only thing that mattered to me was making sure my kids had. Other than that, it didn't matter. And I still have a bit of nonchalantness to me now. So I'm working on that. But other than that, yeah, that's what it is. When you look back, you're like, dang, did I really do that? Did I really accept that? Why did I do that? You start looking at yourself, but no, I was never disgusted. I've had my daughter since I was 14 years old. She's never been in the system.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think we were on government assistance for long. I worked my butt off to get to make sure my kids had a beautiful life. My daughter, my oldest daughter is here with me now.
Right.
She's been my ace coon boom since day one. Since she's had to grow up early.
Right. So y'all grew up together.
We grew up together, absolutely.
Right.
And so, but she can't tell you anything too bad about me, because I've always met, she has her opinion, but it's hers, it's her life. Yeah. And so, but none of them can tell you that. My kids and I are like this, all of us.
That's good.
And so a lot of people can't tell you that. And then I listen to them because I can relate to a lot of them. And they keep me young because they all had me in a different season of my life.
Right.
So I get to understand where they're coming from, where this one came from. And my son, like I said, he has the healed version of me. My girls didn't have the healed version of me, but he does.
How did you know you was on the other side?
When things started to flow, when I could distinguish God's voice from my voice, I knew I was on the other side. So now when I talk to him, I can distinguish, is this my voice? Is this God's voice? And everything that I do, I know that it's his voice because he makes it possible. Everything, when I wrote this book, Lemonade Whispers, it was already done. I didn't even know I was writing a book. But at 50, God told me to be free. And when I turned 50, Joe, I had the best time of my life. I was all in Jamaica playing and like I had the best time of my life.
We're going to keep you away from around these kind of places, ma'am. Okay? We're going to keep you away from around these kind of places because you come back and be like, I made another mistake.
No, you can't do that. But yeah, I'm abstinent. I've been abstinent since my husband passed. Okay. And it just gives me the opportunity to see men, see people different, like the whole 9. So it's so pleasing on this side. I was patient then, but I'm more patient now. I can wait, on what God has for me.
I usually ask this question at the end of my interview, my conversations with people. But since we're talking about God, you're talking about, now you hear him. How do you hear him? Is it a voice? Is it a feeling? How?
I hear him. I've heard God audibly 2 times. I've heard him audibly 2 times. Other signs is visions in my dreams, and sometimes there's signs. So God speaks in different ways. So
do you like, okay, Kay, I want you to do this right?
No. When I've heard him, like the first time, when he told me to be free, the first time I heard God was during the pandemic. and my husband was still with me. And during the pandemic, event planners were hit really hard, right? Because everything was closing down. You can only be around so many people. And so we were trying to figure out what to do. God told me to take care of his people. So in that moment, I started doing party in the boxes, flopped. And that was like me putting tablecloths and plates and stuff like that and mailing it to the people. It flopped. I only did maybe like 3 of them. Out of the party in the boxes came prayer boxes. My prayer boxes went through all different states, different parts of Alabama. They flew off the shelves. I still make prayer boxes today. But the prayer boxes have turned into graduation boxes, Father's Day boxes, Mother's Day boxes, birthday boxes, whatever somebody wants in a box. It's got a Bible in it, taking care of his people. They've gone everywhere. So now, when he told me to be free at 50 prayers is what he told me to do. 50 of my most vulnerable prayers are in this book. And that's just me just going through the motion. It's nothing, it's no rhyme or reason to that. There's no form to it. It's just me, and my most candid prayers are in that book.
So I open up to one here that says, Heavenly Father, I thank you for my heart. I know giving from it, I will get blessings from the Spirit and not from man. Eternal life in you is where the overflow comes from. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. My heart is aligned with God and open to his love. So these are just small prayers that you just wrote down.
Just writing down, talking to the Father.
Oh, this woman sitting right here.
Man, that's me. That's a healed version of me.
Right there.
That was last year.
But you say you're absent right now, right? You're just absent, so I can, I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. I'm joking.
Okay.
30. Okay, so this is nice. I like this.
Thank you.
Where's the Spirit? In the liberty. Okay. And people want to get this book, Lemonade Wishes Devotionals. Where do they get it from?
So Lemonade Whispers can be found on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles on their online stores.
Okay. So they type in Lemonade Whispers?
Just type in Lemonade Whispers.
Okay, so you guys have heard it here on Coffee Conversation. Hey, this is Women Month. Embrace, support, and read this. If you're going through something, right, this is a book that you would definitely want to read. And did you bring me one? Because I need.
I brought you one.
Okay, I want to get it autographed because I'm going to be. I need help. God's still working on this. I need to read some of these prayers.
Get them.
I need some of these prayers because I need this. This is great. So what else do you do besides you're a book author and you wrote 50 prayers?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what else do you do?
I do event planning. I coordinate. I mentor other event planners. I have event helpers, event delivery. I help with budgets. I go out and speak sometimes. It's just the whole. I serve in the church, in the community. Exactly.
You enjoying?
I'm enjoying life.
You're enjoying life.
I am enjoying life.
You're looking happy.
I am happy.
Okay.
I am in a better space.
So this healed version now, because we talk about the broken part. This healed version. Talk to me about this. What is this?
Oh my God.
Yeah, talk to you. What is this healed version?
The healed version of me.
Yeah.
I mean, you get joy, you get laughter, you get peace, you get comfort, you get all the fruits of the Spirit from me. You hear me? I'm not easily moved. I'm not easily bothered. I don't wear my feelings on my shoulders. I'm more helpful. I'm more helpful. I'm more understanding. I'm always a giver, but I don't dwell in places that I'm not supposed to be. I talk to the Father first, guide my steps. So I don't make decisions without him.
Now, I wonder if your daughter, right, that's here, have she seen the different sides of you and what that looks like?
She'll tell you.
What's her name?
Carla.
Have you seen the different sides of your mom? Pass her the microphone.
Come on, get this mic, girl.
Oh, go ahead, pass the microphone. After you pass that microphone. Because she may not want to be on camera.
Yes.
Yes.
I have seen different sides of my mom.
So you've been sitting here listening to, your mom.
Yes.
How was it like growing up? Because you're the firstborn, correct?
I am.
So can I ask you, right? Often conversations, right? All these things you're hearing from your mom. How was that growing up for you?
So growing up with my mom her having me at 14, I got to experience her go through the mistakes. The good thing about that for me was that every time she made a mistake, she would sit me down and she would talk to me about the mistake that she made, trying to ensure that I don't make the same mistake. So that was a plus. So I got to see the things that she went through and things like that. Now I enjoy watching her bloom and blossom because I know what the struggle was like. I got to see her put in the work to get to where she is today. Right. And then I get to see my siblings enjoy this fruit that she's been producing, like putting out there. So I do enjoy that. I love seeing this side of her. She's happy, you know, she's finally getting to the things that she sowed, she's finally reaping. And I'm just so proud of her. So yes, I love seeing this side of her. Nobody's mom is perfect. Right. You know what I mean? And then being raised by a single mom, just as she was, it was hard. You know what I mean? And so to get to see that we weren't homeless, we didn't lose anything, we're all healthy and whole and happy, and we have so much love and joy for one another. That's the beauty in seeing her today.
What's the most proudest moment of your mom that you have?
Oh, the most proudest moment. Yeah. I think the most proudest moment is seeing her standing her truth. And today being able to stand up in front of thousands of people and speak her truth about her life and not be ashamed of anything that she's done, anything that she's gone through, and to be able to stand in front of the people who doubted that she would even be anything, that she would even be able to accomplish the things because of the mistakes that she made at such a young age. That's what I'm proud of the most. Yeah.
So how does your life turn out?
Oh, I'm amazing.
Are you married?
I am married. Okay. I am married. I'll be married this year for 16 years.
Okay.
I got married at 21. Okay. And yeah, it's been beautiful. Me and my husband actually, you know, promote marriages, so we do things with that. But my mom is our biggest supporter.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping in with us. I appreciate that. Thank you. How does it feel to have your daughter say those things about you?
You know what? It's amazing to hear her say that, because one of the things that we do as parents is we want to make sure that our kids know that we love them, know that we care about them, know that everything that we do is for them. And so for her to see that and know that at a young age, you know, it's amazing. It feels good.
Wow. You know, before we wrap up this conversation, is there anything that you would like to tell our audience? To women, this being Women's Month, you've been through what you've been through. Is there anything you want to say to them? I always get a show to my guests. Show your cameras right there.
So with it being Women's Month, I want to tell all of the women to just make sure you stand in your truth, make sure you understand yourself, make sure you love yourself. If there's anything that you need to conquer, God is with you. He is our strength. He is our source. So make sure you find the love in your heart, forgive, and make sure that your patience is with you, knowing that you can get through all things through Christ who strengthens you.
2 more questions. All right.
Go ahead.
And we out of here. What is something you fear? Fear.
I fear the unknown. I'm walking in that season now. So after my husband passed, I was in a season of the fear of I walked through the unknown because I didn't know what was going to happen. And so my second daughter, she moved in with me with her 4 kids, my 4 grandkids, to help me get through this situation. So my daughter moved out last week.
Okay.
And so this is totally different for me. So now I'm in a new season of trying to figure out who I am. So one thing that I didn't point on was like I said, my daughter moved in with me when my husband passed.
Right.
That was 4 years ago. So she just moved out last week. So I didn't, in my healing phase, I was busy. My grandson was only 6 weeks when she came in. So I was living on my grandson. My attention was everywhere. I had the 4 grandkids. So I was working, doing all of that. So I didn't really have time to sit in and focus on what had happened with my husband. So now that she's gone and the 4 kids are gone, it's just me, my son, and my baby girl. And so there's a lot of quiet time. There's a lot of time to think and focus about what happened and stuff. So the first time I was by myself, I panicked. I thought I saw him standing in the door. I thought I panicked, but it was just, the anxiety and, so yeah, this is a new season for me. So I'm going to try to walk through it the best I can.
Last question for you here. What a 14-year-old little girl,
Mhm.
You being who you are now, I want you to reach back to her,
Mhm.
right? And if you saw her today, what would you tell her?
I would tell her, thank you for not giving up. That's what I would tell her, because had it not been for that 14-year-old girl with the perseverance and the strength that she had, I would not be the person I am today. So I would tell her, thank you for not giving up, because had she given up, I wouldn't be here.
Guys, this show has been very impactful. I hope you guys go back and watch it. So if you don't, I'll share the show out there. But I want to say this before I get out, because I usually close out real quick, but I want to say this here. I've seen this woman a couple of times over the last year or so. I had no idea that she was going through all this, had been through all of this, right? And this is why I tell you, truthfully, is why I created this coffee about love you first. Because ladies and men, we mask our life so well, and you're carrying so much weight on yourself. It is time that this country and all of us start loving ourselves first. And it's just not me promoting this coffee brand, but this is why I do what we do here on this show. This is why I have this coffee called Love You First, right? Because we got to start loving ourselves. Because sometimes people are smiling. She did our Valentine's Day event a couple of years ago. Smiling, happy, glee. I had no idea of everything that she was going through. So the person sitting next to you at work, right? The person that's in the grocery store next to you, wherever you're watching this show at, right? You have no idea what they go through. Love on them. Say hello. And you know how I feel about you, right? I love you.